Hi YouTube, Goddess Lily. Well, I'm outside because I have two actual full lace frontal repairs to show you, and these were sent to me by a repeating client. I have repaired two of her full wigs for her. So now she's gonna try to make her own wigs. So she bought some frontals, and she loves her frontals. Well, she loves her wigs really, really thick. So what I did was thickened up her frontals. So this frontal initially weighed 1.9 ounces. So she sent me 1.3 ounces of hair for this frontal, and its final weight is 2.9 ounces. So exactly out of the 1.3 ounces, there was only 0.3 ounces of waste, because you know there's always going to be waste. So now you know the frontals don't come from China looking like this. They're not this thick. So I don't know if you can if you can see, let me put it up close to see if you can see where I added the hair. So you could see some of my knots. My knots are all double knotted in here. So I just went from the whole, I just went all across, and I omitted the lines at the top where the single strands are, although I did do towards the edges. I did go all the way up when I was ventilating, but across the front hairline, I really didn't go all the way to the edge. And for you guys that are ventilating, you see these, you see the stitches that they have across the top? They have 4 little stitches, and that's probably about 25 to 30 layers of rows where they did all #1 ventilating. So if you are interested in making those custom hairlines, that might be a good you know, way to determine when to start your very fine ventilating. So I'll just make a part, and so you can kind of see my my work where it's all double knotted, because my knots look pretty large in there. But believe it or not, I used a 2 to 3 needle to give it some thickness, because if I would have used a 1 to 2 needle, it wouldn't have got this thick. So this is the second frontal that she sent me. Now this frontal, I weighed it, and it weighs 2.5 ounces. So I actually took the top part up because I kind of want you to see how uneven the ventilating is. So it's pretty thin on this side, and then right here in the middle it thickens up, and then it's pretty thin again over here. So hopefully when I finish this, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna have this thickness. So you can kind of judge how thin, you know, they ventilate in China or Japan, wherever these frontals came from, and how I thickened it up for this client. So what I wanted to show her is that she outlined where she thought it needed filling in. So I don't know, can you see that thread there where she traced it out? I always ask clients when I'm repairing their wigs or whatever to just trace it out so you can be a part of this. But what I did, if you can see these yellow markers, I highlighted with a well, actually it's just a yellow crayon because it washes out what I'm going to ventilate. So I'm going to fill it in from here to here. I'm going to fill that whole section in, omitting, you know, the hairline. And this area right here I'm going to fill in. And then I'm going to omit the center because it's pretty thick. I'm going to fill in this area. And then I have the line I'm going to fill in from here all the way to the edge. And I'm going to fill in these little circles that I circled. So what I'll do is go ahead and trace, you know, these out with pink thread, and then because I know the crayon's gonna wear off. So that's how I trace it out based on wetting it. It's dry now, but if you want to really determine the thickness of a piece, basically just wet it. Sorry about the helicopter. Let's let it pass. So basically just wet it, and that way you can really tell, you know, how thick it's gonna be. Okay, so I may show you the results of this one. I'm not sure, but I have one other project coming in before I take my break, and of course when I take my break I'm going to be making a wig for me. So yeah, maybe I will make another video next week on this last project. It's a full well, this client's sending me some hair and a closure, and I'm gonna put it into a wig. So I do offer that service on my blog. Just look under the a la carte, is that how you say it? Where I have a lot of, you know, my prices for you know, for wig repair, and then for turning your closures and frontals into a wig. And y'all know you provide me with the hair because I don't do any hair. I don't want to get into the hair. So that's my last major project that I have before I go on my break. I don't know how long I'm going to take a break. I'm saying 1 month, but I may want to make 2 wigs for sure. I'll show you the one that I've already started. I've sewn the hair on it and I'm ready to start ventilating, but of course I can't, you know, until I finish all these projects. And then I made another cap that I want to do, and I have to buy the hair for that. My hair is very expensive. So okay, so that's it, all my updates that I have so far, and thank you for watching.